My girlfriend, Monica, could reverse time, but every rewind came with a price, one day less from her own life. She thought I didn't know. She thought she was keeping it a secret. But I knew. I knew she'd used that power 999 times, all to save her childhood friend, Adam. And in the process, she'd killed me 99 times. The first few times, I tried stopping her quietly, hoping she'd never notice. I faked illnesses, picked fights, even called the police once. But nothing worked. And when I got in her way too much, she didn't hesitate. One moment, we were arguing in the kitchen. The next, I was on the floor, a fruit knife in my chest, bleeding out. But Monica wasn't cool in her mind. To her, I wasn't really dead. One rewind, and I'd be standing there again, alive and silent. What she never realized was that while everyone else forgot the rewinds, I didn't. I remembered every single one, every attempt, every death, every moment she chose Adam over me. For nearly 3 years, I watched her run toward him, over and over. 999 times, she held him in her arms before the accident and whispered the same words. Adam, don't worry. Even if you die, I will save you. I used to think she loved me. Now, I wasn't so sure. This morning felt no different at first. A clean bowl of instant noodles without seasoning, and Monica in the kitchen making lunch for Adam. But something inside me snapped. I decided this loop was ending. When she left, I handed her the car keys and an umbrella, two things she'd never once forgotten in all these loops. She didn't even notice what I was really doing. Maybe she was too focused on Adam. Maybe she always had been. And as the door closed behind her, I realized something painful. Our love might have been a mistake from the very beginning. Monica could really turn back time. We'd met in university, but it wasn't until the night she saved me that I truly saw her. I found her afterward, breathless from everything that had just happened, and thanked her. She smiled, patted my shoulder, and said, I told you I'd save you, and I meant it. I understood exactly what she meant, but she thought I didn't. Somewhere along the way, I fell for her, started chasing her, and for a while, it was perfect. She was a girl who had saved my life, and now she was my girlfriend. I gave her everything, my trust, my heart, my future. I thought we'd be together for the rest of our lives. Then Adam appeared. He wasn't just some friend. There was an intimacy between them that I tried to ignore. I told myself to trust her, and I did until the night he died in that car accident. That was when the first crack appeared, and with every rewind, it only grew wider. From the outside, we still looked like an enviable couple. But the truth? We had already lived through 999 days together, and most of those weren't days filled with love. They were filled with arguments, betrayal, and death, my death, at her hands. By now, my heart had died long before my body ever did. That morning, I checked the time. Still hours to go. I finished my bread and milk, tasteless after eating it 999 times. I cleaned the apartment out of habit, packed my things, and left only one item behind, a photo frame from our 3rd anniversary. She was leaning on my shoulder in that picture, smiling like she meant it. That day, she told me, with me here, you'll always be safe. No danger will come to you. I teased her, what if it's you bringing the danger? She'd laugh and said, I can reverse time, fix any mistake. I saved you once, I can save you for a lifetime. Back then, I believed her, hugged her, told her I'd protect her forever. Looking back now, those promises were just honeymoon words, sweet, but fragile. The first time she stabbed me to save Adam, they shattered. Every time after that was just proof. Maybe her power could undo any mistake. But not with me. I tore the photo in half, kept her side, and erased myself from the frame, and from this home. Then I lay back on the sofa, breathing in the last traces of her scent, knowing I didn't want to be trapped in another loop. This time, I'd end it. She saved me once. I'd save Adam once. And then, I'd be free. 3 hours later, I was outside Adam's company building. Monica was there, pacing anxiously. Adam's phone would be off today, unreachable. When he finally arrived, the bomb under his car would go off, just like the last 999 times. She'd never been able to stop it, never got close enough to warn him in time. And as soon as the explosion came, she'd rewind again. If she'd just thought it through, really investigated, she could have stopped it. But love makes people blind. I walked up to her. She froze when she saw me, a flicker of panic in her eyes. Why are you here? I handed her a jacket. You forgot it's going to rain today. Didn't want you catching a cold. She took it, looking almost guilty. Thank you. She probably never imagined I'd come here. She'd never even told me where she went on these nights. But she didn't see what was different about me now, and it didn't matter. When did we get so distant? I asked softly, since when did you start saying thank you to me? She didn't answer. I went back to the car, pulled out a box. She frowned. What's that? Just something for a friend here, I said. She didn't press, too distracted by thoughts of Adam. She told me to go home. I refused. I'll stay with you. You never know what might happen. She gave me a strange look, then the coldness returned. I told you to go back. So go back. I didn't move, leaned against the wall instead. Crazy, she muttered. Stay if you want. If something happens, don't expect me to save you. That was a difference now. The woman who once swore she'd save me for a lifetime didn't even care if I died. And maybe that was the moment I knew this loop wasn't just ending for her. It was ending for us. By 8 o'clock, the night air felt heavier. Headlights cut through the dark, a black sedan, slowing to a stop in front of the building. Adam was inside. Monica saw it too. Before the engine had even cooled, she was running toward him. Adam, run. There's a bomb. Adam froze, confused, but the driver, he understood instantly. Without hesitation, he slid into the back seat, pulled out a gun, and pressed it against Adam and his company's boss. Don't come any closer, he barked, or I'll kill them. Security swarmed in, surrounding the car. Monica's voice cracked with desperation. Don't hurt him. I'll give you money. Whatever you want. The driver grinned, ugly and cruel. Anything? Then strip right here. She hesitated only for a heartbeat. Then her hands went to her clothes. Because for Monica, shame didn't matter. Social death didn't matter. She could always rewind time. And if that's what it took to save Adam, she would do it again. I'd seen this scene play out more times than I could count. Every loop, the same humiliation. Every loop, the same blind belief that this was the only way. I didn't know whether to pity her or hate her, because to save Adam, she'd hurt me 999 times. I opened the box in my hand, walked over, and caught her wrist. You don't have to do this. She tried to shake me off. If I don't, Adam will die. He won't. I said, steady. This guy doesn't have the guts or the means. The driver's eyes narrowed. He yanked out a remote and waved it at me. Want to bet? There's a bomb under that car. One press, and everyone here dies. Monica panicked. No, I'll do it. Just... She fought to free her hand, but I held firm. Then her palm cracked across my face. Enough. Let me go. My cheek burned, but the sting in my chest was worse. You're my girlfriend. You think I'd let you strip for him? Her voice went cold. Then let's break up. Right now. I'm not your girlfriend anymore. This is my body, and I'll show it to whoever I want. I looked at her, desperate, reckless, and smiled. Fine. We're done. Her eyes widened, but I walked right past her to the driver. If you press that button, you die too. You really think you've got the guts? Watch me, he snarled. Adam's voice trembled. Charlie, stop. If he does it, we're all... But I didn't look away. You're bluffing. That's all this is. A show. His anger snapped. He slammed his thumb on the trigger. Monica screamed. Nothing happened. The driver's face drained of color. I let a smile creep in. Ever heard of a signal jammer? Monica's eyes flicked to the box I'd taken from my car earlier. Realization hit her. The driver panicked, pressed a gun to Adam's temple. I don't believe you can stop a bullet. Monica lunged forward, but I caught her again. She kicked, cursed, clawed at me. "Charlie, you bastard. Let me save him." Then the sharp crack of a gunshot. She froze. The driver collapsed. Not Adam. A sniper lowered his weapon from a rooftop. The police I called earlier closing fast, securing the scene. Monica was already in Adam's arms, clutching him like the world had ended and restarted all at once. "Adam, I finally saved you." I just stood there, breathing out the tension I'd carried for 3 years. "Monica," I said quietly, "I've helped you save him. You pulled me from the river once. I returned the favor. We're even now." Her head jerked toward me, shock in her voice. You knew." 999 times, I said. "I remember everything." I held her gaze. "I don't blame you, but don't come near me again. I've had enough of this loop and enough of us." With that, I decided it was time to go. 999 days of the same bland noodles. Anyone would have snapped long before me. I grabbed my bag, ready to step out, when Monica stood up and clung to my arm. "Charlie, I'm sorry." I pulled her hand away gently and looked at her. "You don't need to be sorry. You didn't do anything wrong. You saved me, and you also killed me. We're even. I've already taken everything from the house. It's yours now. I'm leaving." She shook her head hard, like a child refusing to hear the truth, and threw her arms around me. "I won't let you go. Don't you want me anymore? Didn't you say you'd marry me? Protect me forever? Never break up? Now you're breaking your promise." I smiled faintly, brushing the tears from her face. "But you broke yours first. Just now, you said we should break up. So, we already have." Her crying stopped all at once, and in that stillness, I saw it, the lines on her face, the tiredness in her eyes. She looked years older than the first time I met her. "Use your power less," I said quietly. "Live your life with Adam. Just live." And I walked away. The next thing I knew, I was sitting in a police station. They had questions, a lot of them. After all, I'd called ahead, told them exactly when and where to be, even insisted they bring a sniper rifle. They wanted to know how I knew. I dodged the truth, giving them only enough to make them stop asking. What mattered was simple. Someone's life had been saved because of me, and a disaster never happened. By the time they let me go, it was 11:30 p.m. There was still time. I drove straight to a small cafe across from the street where the accident had happened earlier. Out front, by the fountain, a woman stood in a white dress. "Hannah." I sprinted forward, yanking her out of harm's way, just as a flower pot smashed into the spot she'd been standing. 11:51 p.m. Just in time. The first time Monica failed to save Adam, we fought, and I wandered into that cafe, just in time to watch Hannah die the same way. The second time it happened, I tried to get there early, and managed to save her. Ever since then, every time Monica's rewinds put me back on that day, I made sure Hannah lived. And every time, she'd thank me with a cup of coffee. Every time, we'd talk for a few minutes. And every time, I'd leave with a little more hope than I had before. Tonight was no different. She smiled at me, holding the drink out. "Why don't I treat you to a coffee?" I glanced at my watch. Midnight was coming. I shook my head. "No, maybe next time." But instead of coffee, she returned with juice. "Drink it. It's the last one for today." I wasn't really thirsty. My eyes stayed on the second hand ticking forward. 11:59. "What are you looking at?" she asked. As the clock approached 12, my chest tightened. If Monica rewound again, I didn't know if I could take it. I was tired. So tired. "If I come back next time," I told her, "get me a Coke. I like Coke." She didn't really get it, but she nodded with a smile. "I'll get it. With ice." And then the clock struck 12. 1 second. 2. 3. Nothing changed. It was tomorrow. Finally, relief hit me like sunlight after a storm. Time reversal couldn't touch me now. Monica couldn't drag me back. Adam was alive. She had no reason to try again. I downed the juice in one gulp. It was sweet, sweeter than any coffee. This day was over for good. Laughing, I grabbed Hannah's shoulders. "I'm not coming back. Not coming back again. She frowned. Why? You can't stand me? Or the shop? Oh, is it the juice? I shook my head. It's not like that. I'll still come by. Just no more coffee. I'm done with coffee. I want Coke. With ice. Her smile returned. For the first time in forever, I felt light. But before I could hold on to that feeling, I heard a voice behind me. Charlie, can we talk? I froze, turned around. It was Monica. At that moment, she looked completely shattered. Hair messy, eyes hollow, her whole world falling apart right in front of me. I just shook my head. No, I said quietly, whatever we had, it's gone. You should leave. I've already repaid the debt for saving my life. Monica's eyes were bloodshot when she looked at me. Charlie, I've always loved you. I saved Adam because we grew up together. He's like my brother. Her words only made the ache sharper. Then why didn't you tell me from the start? I asked, my voice low but firm. Did you really think I'd stop you from saving someone's life? After all these years together, don't you know me at all? Would I ever stand in your way? I trusted you. And yet, you answered that trust with cold words, and you killed me. Tears streamed down her cheeks. Charlie, I'm sorry. I was wrong. Can we start over? I took a long breath, the weight in my chest almost crushing me. You don't need my forgiveness. Just go. She shook her head desperately, trying to throw her arms around me, but I stepped back. Charlie, I love you. You're the only one I've ever loved. I can't leave you. And then someone took my hand. Hannah. She slid her arm around mine, her voice light but sharp as she smiled at Monica. Miss, clinging isn't a good look. Please don't harass my boyfriend. Monica froze, then glared at her. Charlie, is this the woman you've saved countless times? And now, just one day later, you're with her. I didn't deny it. One day to you, but for me, it's been 1,000. 1,000 days is enough to bury my love for you and fall for someone else. Her laugh was cold, almost unhinged. Charlie, do you really think you know me? If I can't have you, no one will. I can go back to any moment in time. 10 years ago, 5 years ago. I could erase her before you even met. What would you do then? A chill ran through me. You wouldn't dare. Watch me, she whispered. Her body began to glow, hair turning white, skin aging right before my eyes. My heart pounded. I grabbed Hannah, shouting desperately, if you remember, 36, Chin Street, Tien City, Jiangnan. The light swallowed everything. When I opened my eyes, the sun was setting. The air was different. My hands were holding an old flip phone. The date on the screen made my pulse race. 10 years ago. High school. She'd actually done it. Days passed before I could accept it. Hannah was nowhere to be found. And if Monica found her first. Then, one afternoon, I saw an old woman, hair snow white, body frail, walking toward me with a cane. Monica. Even now, her eyes burned with something I couldn't name. Charlie, do you regret it? She asked, her voice shaking. I clenched my fists. You've made me hate you. She wavered, leaning against the wall. I just loved you too much. I can send us back, but only if you're mine again. My fist stopped inches from her face. If you weren't like this, I'd have hit you already. She staggered until someone caught her. Monica looked up and froze. Hannah. I was frozen too. She smiled at me like the sun breaking through clouds. You're not the only one who can resist superpowers, she said. In that moment, everything came rushing back. The coffee she used to bring me after every rescue, the one time I told her juice was better, and the very next time, she brought me juice. I'd been too distracted to notice. This time, I didn't hesitate. I pulled her into my arms. When we finally stepped back, she grinned. I just graduated high school this year. You? I smiled right back. What a coincidence. So did I. We said it almost in unison. Why don't we apply to the same university? The words hung in the air, and then, as if the universe itself had nudged us, we broke into laughter. I bent down. picked up a fallen stick, and offered it to the trembling Monica. "At your age," I said softly, "home is where you should be. If it weren't for kind kids like us, that cane of yours might still be lying on the ground." Her eyes narrowed, but I didn't linger. I took Hannah's hand, and together we ran, half skipping, half flying, toward the horizon, the sun melting gold over the streets. "Graduation trip?" I asked, my breath mingling with the warm evening air. "Sure," she smiled. "Where to?" I grinned. "Your cafe. 10 years from now." Her laughter danced through the fading light. "Perfect.